Hello everyone. Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, so there's numerous ways to get out of this place.
What's going on?
Fuck you, motherfucker.
A prisoner's escaped.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess I don't have stealth camo for this. Ooh. Ah.
Snake, you're already in the sewers?
Eva. Yeah, I just got down here. I'm coming to meet you now. The door at the north end is open, right?
Snake?
Let me guess. There's a problem.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
The Colonel found out you escaped.
He did, huh? I figured as much.
Yeah, and now all of Grozny Grad is on red alert.
Just my luck. But once I'm out
The
of
spell
quarters,
reminds me of you, Eva.
Can't get out.
I can't.
When the fortress
Welcome
went on
in,
red
Toxic.
alert, they sealed off the sewers.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm serious. And that means the escape route I laid out is
Sealed off, too.
right. And they just sent a unit out looking for you.
Down here?
Uh-huh. They'll be there any minute now. You've got to get out quick.
But isn't the exit sealed off?
You should be able to get out by heading straight north. Book it, Snake. If they find you, you're dead.
Okay. That's why I do have this gun. Plenty of rats, so it's like heaven for Snake. True. Get my fork out. Ooh, frog. Mine. I hope they include the ability to eat things straight off your fork in the remake, because it's one of my favourite things. Ah, he doesn't want that one. Doesn't want it enough. Okay, can't go up there. Ah, food. Guessing dog isn't on the menu. No, you can't just eat the dog off the fork, sadly. Oh shit. Ah. No way a dog's getting up from that. I don't know, maybe there's a chance, I suppose. I wouldn't have thought that a dog would still fight you if you shot it, though. I thought it'd probably be whimpering on the floor. What's in here? Oh, nothing. Unless it was hungry, yeah, I suppose. I guess they do keep, like, guard dogs, hunting dogs. They make them hungry, don't they? On purpose, I suppose. So yeah, you're right. You're right. Are those foxhounds as well? I'm not sure. They look kind of like Doberman, but I'm not a massive dog expert.
I've been waiting for this.
Now foxhounds have floppy ears.
Nobody interfere.
They look kind of like a beagle.
This is where it ends.
They're hunting dogs, so it would have made a bit of sense. Yeah. That would have been a nice touch.
Snake! Don't die on me yet.
Ocelot needs a gun that works. I know, seriously. He's having a time of it. This was the mission that convinced him he had to get he had to start getting a lot more competent.
Are you one of the Cobras? Sad. So sad. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them. I am the sorrow. Like you, I too am filled with sadness. This world is one of sadness. Battle brings death. Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them. Their voices may fall upon deaf ears. But make no mistake, the dead are not silent. Now you will know the sorrow of
Sorrow
those
leads
who
to
try
anger,
to
anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Apparently this guy is Ocelot's dad. So this boss fight isn't really a boss fight, you just have to... Basically you have to walk through, like, the soul of every single person. You have to slowly, like, walk down this river through every single person in the game that you've killed. As kind of a penitence. So the more people you kill, the more long and drawn out this boss fight is. And I killed a lot of people, so I'm going to drown myself in the river, which is another thing you can do. I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but it's an exploit. Because what you're meant to do is get to the end of the river, you find the Sorrow's body, it kills you, and then you use your revival pill to come back to life. But as long as you die, that's all that matters. Weird ass boss, am I right? That's a very strange boss.
Boss, you have to shoot me.
I can't.
Shoot me. You want to finish your mission, don't you? Then you'll have to shoot me. The spirit of the warrior will always be with you. Don't be sad. We'll meet again someday.
Why is a snake not an eel? Oh, it's nice and peaceful here. Especially because I pulled that transmitter out of my body with a fork. If you leave the transmitter in, then there's guards everywhere. Which can be a real pain in the ass.
Snake, are you all right? That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
You were halfway drowned at the bottom of the river. Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side. So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yes, I've heard of him. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
The Sorrow was a man with, well, special powers.
Halfway
He had
drowned.
ESP, which was the subject of extensive research in the Soviet Union at the time. He was especially gifted as a medium.
A medium?
Someone who can communicate with the spirit world and evoke the spirits of the dead. In other words, he could talk to ghosts. They say he could find out what was going on in a battle by talking to dead soldiers.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigyn?
Yo, I finished checking
Hey.
up on this Sorrow guy a while ago. Thought you guys already knew
I
that.
don't think I've spoken to you ever before in
That
this
he's dead.
game, apart
He's been
from
dead for
maybe
2
when you
years
were
now.
introduced.
Died 2 years ago?
At Selino-Yarsk. You know, those cliffs you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
The boss?
Yep. 2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Selino-Yarsk. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, I'm fine. It looks like it's not time for me to die yet.
I sure hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that. Eva?
Snake, you didn't call. I was worried. Are you all right?
Yeah, I took a pretty freaky detour.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. Let's just say I'm back.
Good. But how did you escape from the sewers?
I jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
What do you mean that's perfect?
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby. Let's meet up there.
Where is it?
Keep going upstream until you get to a waterfall.
A waterfall, huh?
Right. Behind that waterfall, there's a cave. We'll meet in there.
The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.
Well, actually, I did drown, but luckily I had a revival pill. It's weird because normally they don't just like straight up bring you back to life. Either like that's weird. It's only in that one situation does the revival pill work like that. I guess because Snake's only like half dead, so that's... How does a pill save you from drowning? That might have been a dream. I don't know. I mean he was kind of really drowning as well, but... I don't know. Where am I supposed to go again? That feels right. Maybe around here, and then... Oh, why don't you? How'd you take a pill underwater? The pill is in his tooth, I think. Which must be fucking uncomfortable. What would happen if you take it while you're alive? Dead. Instant death. Instant permanent death. Probably. I don't know, I'm just guessing on that part. Oh. Noodles. Can only mean one thing. Invasion.
Nice to meet you, Snake. I'm Tatiana. Here's your equipment.
Eva, you could use a towel.
So could you.
Doesn't look wet. If you leave the transmitter in your body, this is the point where Eva takes it out for you. Because you're stupid and you can't take it out for yourself. Apparently.
Want some?
No thanks.
Don't like snakes?
Not for dinner.
Home cooking. Hell yeah.
Didn't you have to eat into the KGB?
In my training, we
Welcome
always
in,
got
Orion.
the good stuff. French, Italian,
We broke out of prison,
that kind of thing.
and we
A regular Mata Hari.
had a
The least
boss
you could
battle
do
with a
is call me
ghost.
Cindy.
That's all you missed.
Tell me something. How does it feel to spy on your own country?
I can't say it feels good, but it's my job.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I've heard snake's pretty tasty. I'd give snake a try. I wonder if different snakes taste better. I heard it just tastes like
When this
chicken,
mission's over, you'll have to
which
treat me
is
to a nice
fine
dinner.
by me.
What do you want to eat?
Let's see. How about sushi?
Sushi?
It's Japanese. I hear it's all the rage right now. Supposedly it's made from raw fish.
Very bony and
fish.
lean.
Just the place for my survival techniques.
It would be lean, wouldn't it? Because they're like incredibly like muscular.
Snake? Thank you, Snake. I'll be your eyes from now on.
If you've seen a snake skeleton, its rib cage is like its entire length. Don't think I have seen a snake skeleton. Not in a while, anyway.
Thank you, Snake.
I mean, I'm sure I have seen one. Or maybe it's the spine. Yeah. I was going to say, do snakes have ribs? But I wasn't going to question it.
About it.
I'm not a snake,
all right?
a snakeomologist or anything.
It's not like I can't see. I've got one good eye and can still fire a gun.
Really?
I just have a working understanding. Cartilage. Ah.
Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
C3, a highly potent explosive from the west.
There is a cutscene.
It can be molded
Snakes
into
are all
any
ribs,
shape by
basically.
clay.
Oh, okay.
With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
There is a cutscene of Snake eating a snake, and he's just like spitting bones out with every single bite.
Well, what do you think?
So that must be a particularly bony snake that you eat when you do that one. But I guess they would all have the same basic skeleton, so it doesn't make sense really. Why he struggles with some and not others.
The Shagohod's booster unit uses liquid fuel. The fuel tanks are in the main
Riz.
wing of the weapons lab in the hangar housing the Shagohod itself.
So I should blow up the tanks.
That's the basic idea. It should be enough to blow up the entire hangar. There are 4 fuel tanks. In order to destroy the hangar, you'll have to set explosives on each of those tanks.
All 4 of them?
It should be no sweat for you. Besides, the scientists had the day off today.
So the hangar's completely deserted.
Not quite. They've still got guards posted there.
So what do I do after I set the C3?
The bombs run off a timer. Once the timer has been set, the countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the Phase 2 trials are finished, I wouldn't be surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
Mm-hmm. America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out. Follow this cave and go up the ladder at the end. You'll come out inside Groznygrad, just southwest of the weapons lab. Do you remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the second floor of the east wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I entered the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so I'm taking half of the C3 with me.
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I have my ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
You seem like you were born on one of those.
If I didn't ride every day, I couldn't go on living.
Huh?
When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else. It's not easy always fooling myself like this. It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me. I only get off my bike when I fall in love or fall dead.
That's not true. I've seen you
What's
off your
your
bike
name?
several times already.
Tatiana.
No. Your real name.
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay.
You just said Tatiana,
Don't
not
let anyone
Tanya.
see you.
Oh, this?
This chick is all over
It's
the
a button
place.
camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. To make sure you don't double-cross me.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get wet again.
Well, that was inevitable. Damn it. Yeah. What a thrill, darkness and silence in the night. It'd be good if every single time you climbed a ladder in this game you had to listen to that. They'll probably do that in the remake. They'll be like, oh, people liked the ladder bit, let's do 3 times as many ladder sections. And there'll be a trophy like, that's a lot of ladder. Someday we feed on a tree frog. Yeah, it does have that line. The lyrics are actually kinda batshit crazy. Probably because they were written in Japanese or something. And they've been translated into English in a way that doesn't really scan very well. Pitter patter, let's get ladder. You think the English version came first? That's just bad lyrics, though. Or, you know, that's just Kojima wrote the lyrics himself. No, I don't think that's true. Do you really need a fork if you have a knife? Exactly. Exactly. Yes, Raiden. In the same. Wait, did that say Sons of Labu? Yeah, it did, I think. You just can't read it because it's so low resolution. In the same locker where you put his ancestor. His apparent relative.
Snake, I see you've managed to sneak into the hangar.
Yeah, the Shagohod's in here.
The completed Phase 2 Shagohod represents a grave threat to the West. We can't allow it to be mass-produced. You've got to destroy it.
Eva's got the data on the Shagohod. Do you think that's safe?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's safe, but Khrushchev is a shrewd leader. I can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story. He's planning to use the Shagohod to turn the Cold War into a blazing hot one. We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
The boss.
Exactly. For now, just focus on destroying the Shagohod.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Yo, like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high, the best way is to take out those liquid fuel tanks with the C3. You know there's 4 tanks in there, right? You have to put C3 on all 4 of them. To plant a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip the C3 and press the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
Just like TNT.
But make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it is, right?
Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man. And be careful. Liquid fuel has a nasty habit of going off at the slightest shock. So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tanks unless you're aiming to get yourself barbecued.
I'll keep that in mind.
The C3 charges all have to go off at once if you want to bring down the hangar in one fell swoop. So if I were you, I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set, you've got 20 minutes until it explodes, right? So make sure you get your ass out of that place by then. I think that's about all I've got. The rest is up to you. Good luck, pal.
No,
We're
thanks.
counting on you, Snake.
Alright, no pressure, no pressure. I don't need this pressure on. I don't need this pressure on. I don't need this pressure on.
Snake,
Eva,
I finished planting the bomb on the rail bridge. If we get rid of the bridge, the enemy won't be able to follow us. That should at least buy us some time. I've also set up the escape route. How are things going on your end?
I just finished planting the 2nd charge. Give me a little more time.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you at the bridge.
This is a really easy section, even without the stealth camouflage, by the way. I'm just doing this for efficiency. You can get a disguise that makes you look like an engineer. It makes it very easy to just scoot about the place.
Got you this time. Major, I finished planting the C3. I'm on my way out now.
Hurry, Snake. Is Eva taking care of the escape route?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
she can handle it.
All right then, well hurry up and get out of there.
Snake!
Why'd you come back?
This woman was found snooping around my underground vault. When she was captured, look what we found on her. The Philosopher's Legacy. This microfilm contains all the information regarding the Legacy. You might say that this film itself is the Philosopher's Legacy.
It was the smell that gave her away. No, not the perfume. It was gasoline. Motorcycle gasoline. She reeked of it.
To think that lovely Tatiana was a spy. We found this radio along with her too. Such a fine woman she was. It almost pains me to have to kill her. Yes, she was an obedient one. She was my precious little pet. Ah! Isn't that right?
Bastard.
What was that? Do you have something to say to me?
Go to hell.
You dirty whore. I've had enough kisses from you.
Poor Eva.
I should have known. Sokolov wasn't man enough to have a lover like that. Just like the KGB to send something so beautiful, yet so deadly.
What is the Philosopher's Legacy?
Very well. I'll explain it before I kill you. During the last Great War, the most powerful men in America, China, and the Soviet Union had a secret pact. The pact was a blueprint for defeating the Axis powers and creating a new world order. To secure victory in the war, the three countries pooled their resources to conduct the most covert types of operations and research. The atomic bomb, rocket technology, the Cobra unit. And they amassed an enormous sum of money to fund these projects. Enough to fight the war 5 times over. That wealth is the Philosopher's Legacy. After the war was won, the three countries were to divide the Philosopher's Legacy amongst themselves. This explains why the United States and the Soviet Union were able to steal away the best scientific minds in Germany as soon as the war ended. But our great motherland has far surpassed its pathetic rivals. We possess enormous wealth, the most advanced technology, and overwhelming power, assets fitting of our great country. My father was one of the men in charge of managing the Philosopher's Legacy. In the confusion that ensued after the war ended, he devised a series of ingenious plots to ensure that the Soviet Union would have total control over the Legacy.
Not fully accurate
Money
map
was
of the
divided
Soviet
up,
Union.
laundered through banks all over the world.
It's the whole thing, yeah.
Switzerland, Australia, and Hong Kong.
I don't remember when
This microfilm
Africa
contains
was
a
in the
record of all
Soviet
those
Union.
transactions. After my father's death, I learned of this secret and obtained the microfilm. With this money and the support of Brezhnev and his allies, I built this fortress of Groznygrad and Granin's research facility. But that worthless fool Granin failed to produce results. I was forced to turn to Khrushchev's dog Sokolov and his invention, the Shagohod. My position in GRU made it too troublesome to attack Sokolov's facility directly. But the spy network established by the secret pact still existed. I used it to contact the boss and suggested that she defect. The boss was conniving enough to see things my way. The world was once one, but the conflict between the philosophers has torn it in two. We will use the legacy to heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength, an unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world. That trump card was to be the Shagohod and the Cobra unit. I have lost the Cobras, but I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. Boss, take this someplace safe. Take good care of it.
He wouldn't have come waltzing back in here unless he had a reason. The C3's been stolen. He must be planning some sort of sabotage. I'll go see if there are any surprises waiting for us. I'll dispose of her as well. Leave everything to me. Fight like a warrior, Volgin.
But of course.
A lot of things happening in this
Let
scene.
me face him. I've been waiting for this moment. Time to get even. No more judo, and no more field strips.
So clearly a plot in the works, yeah. There's a lot of like shifty eye stuff going on, isn't there? Let alone what the boss said to Eva.
He's mine. You will stand right there and watch. Got it?
Please, Colonel, let me—
Silence!
Volgin has electromagnetic powers, doesn't he? Yeah. He's Electromagneto.
Sorry for the delay. Let's get started, shall we?
I can't remember why he has these powers though. Maybe if you call Sigint gives you the backstory or something.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime battle. Let's make it a good one.
But I don't really question it because I'm used to I'm used to Metal Gear Solid games just having supernatural characters with little explanation.
It's just you and me now. And I'm gonna enjoy this. Snake!
He's probably experimented on by the Nazis or something. Nanobots, yeah, nanomachines, could be nanomachines. Early prototype nanomachines. It's usually nanomachines. Nanomachines are magical in this universe. Base does a lot, yeah, he's helping us now.
You're mine, son of the boss!
Son of the boss.
Give it up! Put away your gun. Give it up! Put away your
Fuck.
gun.
He's doing me in. Oh shit. Ah, that's bad. Fucking hell. Alright. Change of plan, I guess. I wonder if chaff grenades work on him. You have some sort of electricity thing, right?
Let's see you dodge this one! Put away your gun.
You put away your gun. Ah, fuck.
Put away your gun.
What are you gonna do to dodge that?
Ivan? Ivan? Is it really you? Here it comes!
So you can do that for one free hit, at least.
Impossible!
To cheese my way past that.
Shoot him! Do you hear me? I said shoot him!
Sorry, Colonel. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't?
I made a promise to the boss.
Silence! I am your commanding officer. Are you questioning my authority?
Fight like a man, Volgin.
Volgin?
Emergency. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Ocelot! Find those bombs!
Repeat. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Move it!
Huh.
Ready for some more, Snake?
Alright. Let's see if Sigyn does say something.
Volgin seems to be deflecting bullets away by wrapping a powerful electromagnetic field around his body. You won't hit him if you fire at him from the front. If you're going to attack him with a gun, do it from the side or the back.
Snake wasn't capitalized, implying he was calling him a snake. It works on multiple levels. Yes. That gun is mental. That's a great gun. You only unlock it once you beat the game, so.
All personnel evacuate. Repeat. All personnel evacuate.
Faster! This way! Everybody run! It's gonna blow! I'm out of here! Let's get out of here quick! Hurry! We're all gonna die! Hurry up! Evacuate!
Hop in.
Snake's face paint says Infinity. Well, it is the Infinity face paint.
Step on it.
That's good to know, though. Thanks for pointing that out.
Don't give up! Get moving!
Eva, how did you?
The boss let me go.
The boss? But why?
I'll tell you later. Right now, we've got to get to the lake and escape.
We can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do.
The boss is already at the lake.
Huh?
She's at the lake. She's waiting for you there.
Waiting for me?
There was some anime set in the Sengoku period.
I wouldn't have to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to fight her. But I've come to realize
I wish it was the
there's a
Son
special
Goku period.
relationship between you two. Something I can't understand. Something that goes
Bad
beyond a
joke.
man and a woman. I envy you. Really, I do. But I guess I just can't understand it.
Yeah, the warring states. So
She asked me to tell you something. I've never seen someone with such clear eyes.
feudal era, you know.
There. I said it. Ready to go?
Some good animes actually.
Yeah.
Both were pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. I think I preferred the second one.
It's not over yet! There is no escape!
We failed!
The weird tank Majigger.
Hold on tight!
Also, he said the line. It's not over yet, Snake. Ninja Scroll was better. It was more my thing. Anyway. But both were pretty good.
There they are! They're over here!
What was the other one called? Wrath of the Ninja? Wrath of the Ninja, I should say. Tim Roth of the Ninja. The animation in Ninja Scroll was top tier. Yeah. Are there any Metal Gears in this game, or is this the predecessor? The predecessor. The Shago Hod. This is a bit too early for Metal Gears in the timeline.
Snake! Behind you!
Still better than the prototype Wooden Gear. Wooden Gear. if Kojima, because he's working on a new Metal Gear. Oh, not a new Metal Gear. He's working on a new espionage type game. Not a new Metal Gear. But if he called it Wooden Gear, that'd be a quality move. And it was set in the feudal era. And it was like, yeah, it was Metal Gear, but it was stealth in the olden days, so it had to be wood. You would have thought the Nazis would have had some secret Metal Gear kind of thing going on.
RPG can't put a dent in that armor.
Let's head for the rail bridge.
Well, IRL.
Bridge. I thought you bring it to C3.
Or in this universe, or
We'll lure
both.
him onto the bridge.
Blow him up along with it. Good plan.
The bridge is on the other side of the runway. We'll have to cut through the middle of the base. You ready?
Step on it. If he catches up to us, we're done for.
Okay,
In the universe.
here we go.
It's weird, we've never actually gone that far back. There's no Metal Gear game that sort of deals with Nazis. I guess because it's a Japanese game, they don't like to talk about Nazis, do they? That's an uncomfortable point of history in Japan. Are they even allowed to talk about Nazis in Japan? They feel like Germany, they're all coy about it now. You find yourself rooting for Ocelot. Not a bad guy to root for. Not as serious as we take over here. Because we were victims or whatever. I could be wrong, I could be wrong.
There they are!
Maybe it is just Germany where you're not even allowed to depict a swastika in any form of like media or anything. That might not be true anymore, but it was definitely true for a while. Remember, like the German version of Wolfenstein, you couldn't have Hitler, you couldn't have the swastika in it. Like, why are you getting so sensitive about it, Germany? I mean, in a way I get it, but in another way, you know, you gotta be able to face your own history, haven't you? There are games in anime where it's set in the Imperial eras. Yeah. It probably is just more Germany I'm thinking of. I mean, Japanese people weren't actually, like, Nazis, were they? They were just allied with the Nazis, as far as I understand it. I might be wrong. I mean, there's no real reason for Japan to be Nazi, because they didn't really have any ethnic diversity anyway. The Shaggerhod can growl. Yeah. Like... These... They're kind of like weird... Like kaiju mechs, these things, and they do make noises. Animal noises sometimes. Basically the military dictatorship allied with Germany kills communism and Russia being the enemy. The Japanese did their own ethnic cleansing throughout Asia. Yeah. So I mean, they didn't really even need to be like, oh, now we're Nazis now, because that was kind of in a lot of ways they were just sort of doing all that stuff anyway. Hi, Nanking. I'm not too much of a buff on it to know what that is, but I'll have to look that up later, I suppose. And just for balance, I'm going to point out that the United States of America were very, very similar to the Nazis at the time in history. Just for balance, you know. I'm going to say that the United States of America was an inspiration to Nazis. Still affects relations with China and Korea. Yeah. I would have thought so, yeah. Well, as long as runway. And also for even more balance, I'll say, probably even Britain. In Britain, I believe we championed Hitler at first. In some of our newspapers anyway, the right-wing ones. So there was a definite, you know, percentage of the UK that were very on board for Nazi policies. And it was only when we were personally threatened by them that we started to put up our own resistance. That's just my opinion, but it seems to be how it happened. That seems to be the general story of World War II, as far as I can understand it. Both Britain and the United States not really getting involved until it was looking bad for them. For us, personally. You know what I mean? Like, it often gets portrayed as, you know, we were doing the honourable right thing fighting the Nazis or whatever, but it was more looking out for our own interests, wasn't it? That was a big part of it, I think. More so than the justified reasons. That's a bit of history being written by the winners there, I think. It's very easy for us to be like, oh no, we weren't like that at all, but we were. The basis for most wars is economics. Yeah, 100%. Oh fuck. But yeah, I was looking into it, and the way that the United States of America treated disabled people and, you know, people of different ethnicities around the, you know, prior to World War II, but leading up to it, was pretty much as bad as the Nazis. Possibly was, it's not a competition. But yeah, there was very bad things happening all over the world at that point in time. Nazi or no Nazi.
Let's go.
Do you remember the Great Moose War? Is that a real thing? Beaver Wars. I think I will check that out. In incognito mode. Beaver War, it's a beaver war. We'll have a beaver war till the beavers are sore. There, I came up with a little theme tune for it.
I planted 2 C3 charges.
Oh.
Keep your aim steady. More to the left. Shoot!
You told me to shoot.
More left. Shadowheart's not here yet. Let it come closer. It's still too early. It's here!
Got him.
We did it!
Oh no, how will I ever get out now?
It's over.
Yeah, it screamed like the Thing.
Look!
Is it actually dead? I'm gonna doubt on that one.
I'm not finished yet!
Eva, you take care
For some
of
reason you
driving.
thought it could fly.
Yeah, I trust you. On one condition, though.
That'd be
Fight
badass.
to me.
You got it. I was getting tired of running away anyway.
Eva, let's do it.
For luck.
What is this, Star Wars?
Here goes.
Alright, let's get him. No, you meant really do it. I meant really do it. Yeah. Down.
There, do that again. Did we beat him?
No.
Oh no, he's merging with it like Akira.
Get off!
What?
I'm gonna lure it back here.
You're gonna use yourself as bait? Are you insane?
I'm used to this guy. I know how to handle him. Come on, you blockhead!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Eva, do you wanna... Oh no.
You wasted.
Sunbait, yeah, I know. Don't worry, I can handle him. I know how he works.
What have you done? Why is this happening?
Gotta do everything around here. Luckily, I know the reloading trick from Metal Gear Solid 1, but I didn't know that. This would be a lot harder. Fuck. Fucking shit. Alright. Got one chance, I guess. Yo.
Who's afraid of a little thunder?
Now he's gonna get struck by lightning and fully healed. Yeah. That's what should have happened. Pop guns down.
Fried by a bolt of lightning. A fitting end. It's finally over.
Then you have to shoot the clouds to stop the lightning. Yeah, that'd be a good idea actually. They'll probably do that in Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. You've gotta be fucking kidding me.
No time for this now. The escape craft is just up ahead. Let's get going.
Finally over, they said. Lies. At least they gave me all my health back. This is very much like a level in James Bond Nightfire as well. In fact, let's just complete the look. Uh-oh. Ravishing. Thank you.
Over there!
There we go. Have I fought Big Boss yet? You mean the boss? Yeah. No. Oh, fuck. I shot the fuck out of that log.
Here comes the jump! Hold on, punch! Yeah! What do you think of that?
He wasn't holding on tight at all. What a champ.
Looks like they finally gave up.
Don't start celebrating yet. We're leaking fuel.
Damn it. Tank shot up. Crap.
Ow.
Eva!
I'm over here.
Ah.
Snake. How's it look?
Pretty bad.
Not a sensitive bone in your body.
Eva,
What about you, Snake?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
We have to get away from here, Eva. Let's go.
Leave me.
Eva!
The boss is waiting for you. You have to go. Give me a gun.
No, we're getting out of here.
We're still far away from the lake. I'll never make it.
I can't believe this.
Uh-huh.
I never thought I'd see you act this weak.
What do you mean?
Listen to me, Eva. We're doing this together.
No,
Eva, I need you.
Say that one more time.
I need you. I can't fly the wig by myself.
Got her.
I guess I better.
That is pretty funny. Big Boss has a little bit more of a sense of humour than Solid Snake, I will say that. Maybe because he's a real person, and not a clone. Will to live restored, yeah. Sometimes you just need a little boost.
Snake, can you hear me?
Paramedic, thank God. Eva's been seriously hurt.
So have you.
Luckily, I think her organs are all intact.
Why does Big
but-
Boss sound different in the other games?
Calm down.
You'll both
I don't
be
know.
fine as long as you get the proper emergency
Sort of have to,
treatment.
you have to give headcanon
You're the only one
reasons
who
for
can
why.
do this. Understand? So you've got to calm
There's no
down.
official reason why.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's open up the survival
Stick a
viewer
snake
and
in the
treat
wound to
injury.
stop the
Do you
bleeding.
have supplies with
Yeah,
you?
that'd work.
I'm running kind of short.
Then by switching the survival viewer over to Eva, you can treat her wounds too. Now get to work. Oh, and Snake, I'm pretty sure you know this already, but if you don't have enough supplies for the both of you, your wounds come first. Do you get my meaning, Snake? You've still got a mission to complete.
Yeah, I know what I have to do.
Snake?
Like this.
Let's treat Eva first. That's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Here. It's different from the Mauser. When you're using a two-hand grip, you have to be careful where you put your hands or your fingers will get burned by the exhaust gas from the cylinder gap.
Snake, are you all right?
I've been better.
What about Eva?
I healed her up. She can manage.
Good.
Snake, you'll take the lead and break through the enemy's line of defense. Eva will ordinarily be following behind you. If you lie on your belly, she'll lie down as well. If you slip and fall off a cliff, she'll follow right behind.
What an idiot.
You can call out to Eva by pressing the action button. Head to the lake along with Eva.
Alright. Eva walks very slowly, so it's actually quicker to drag her, to be honest.
Yeah, right there. No Snake. That's so good.
Yeah, right there. Oh, boss, that feels so good. Right there. Fido, that feels so good.
Fido. Uh-oh.
The enemy's here.
Right there.
Heavy sleeper. Oh yeah. I do tranquilizer. That will knock you out. She's deep in a K-hole right now. That was actually a horse tranquilizer I shot her with.
Right there. That feels so good.
I said the cave was my least favourite section of the game, but I think this might actually be my least favourite section of the game just because escort mission, you know.
Yeah, right there. No snake. That's so good. Yeah, right there. Oh, boss, that feels so good. Right there. That feels so good.
And when you want to wake her up, all you have to do is take the dart out, or the needle. Also, interestingly, you can look at Eva's medical history and see all of the things she's had happen to her. Broken nail. Stomachache. Inner ear infection, that's quite nasty. Night terror. Breast enhancement, I knew it. I knew it. That's just an interesting little touch. An interesting little detail. These Kojima games are full of little weird details like that. As I'm sure you've probably noticed by this point. Can I make Eva eat a bat?
This tastes like crap.
Yes.
Oh, yuck.
You will like it. The implants work as body armor. Ah, okay.
Yeah, right there. Let's think. That's so good. Yeah, right there. Oh, boss.
What was that?
Yeah, right there. Let's think. So good.
Oh, she's up.
Yeah, right there. Let's think. That's so good.
Drag her through the puddle. Ah. Bottom. I can't remember which way's better.
Yeah, right there. Let's think. That's so good. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right there. Let's think. That's so good. Yeah. Oh, boss. That's so good.
Oh, okay. This is how we want to do it.
Yeah, right there. Let's think. That's so good. Yeah, right there. Oh, boss, that feels so good. Right there.
Come on, Snake. We made it.
We made it.
Over there. It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. we'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The Sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers. Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country.
Who could the child be?
There's nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons.
What a hack job of a C-section. I know.
There is nothing more for me to give you.
Damn.
All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die.
A chest burster from Alien would have done less damage.
No defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, Miggs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me. Let's see what you're made of.
Ah, bollocks.
Run quick.
Alright, I'm running quick.
He's gone. You've gotten stronger. Where did you go?
Shit.
There you go.
Yeah, she's coming. Oh.
He's gone. Take this. Keep it safe. It's our only hope.
A patriot? Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake? You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it. There's only room for one boss and one Snake.
They actually make the player pull the trigger, which is pretty cool. Makes you feel like you really killed the boss yourself. It's all my fault. It's a sweet touch, yeah. Makes it more impactful.
Ready to go, Snake? Are you okay? Snake?
Yeah.
I told you you could trust me.
Snake!
Ocelot!
We're not done yet.
There's two it's not over yet moments in this game.
Too heavy!
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Not good!
Aww. There's a kind
I
of
picked up a few
there's a
new
mutual
moves.
respect between them.
Huh. It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it.
Eva!
What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
What's your name?
Snake.
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
John.
Very well, John. Plain name. But I won't forget it.
See, I always took him saying his name was John to be he didn't trust him and he was sort of keeping him at a distance, but I guess it actually isn't.
Come on!
Because Jack can be short for John, even though that doesn't really make any sense. One of those weird named things. Got him, I think. Yeah.
It's a blank. That was fun. Till we meet again, John.
Big Boss really looks like Snake Plissken, doesn't he? Even more so than Solid Snake, yeah. Something about Snake laughing is really funny.
Sure did.
Oh no, Miggs! There's no way out! What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
No.
Hulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Hulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Bulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
That's the bit in the James Bond movie where he'd like throw his
Well done, Snake.
throw his earpiece out the window and
Most
just
likely under orders from Khrushchev.
just fuck
Is
her.
this his way of helping us?
Essentially.
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev
Snake is a
with us,
professional.
I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? Or a proposal? I don't take orders from anyone now.
I wonder if Snake's gonna eat her. Based. She has to be the James Bond for him. James Blonde, more like.
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. forgive me, Snake?
What? Trusted her.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well. First of all,
I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA.
I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgin was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The 2 NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgin, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy, too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped.
Moral of the story: women are always the villain.
Since then, China's Lianda
If that's your take of it, right? You know,
have fallen behind.
maybe that is.
But with this data, our country will be able to
That is
develop
what
its own nukes.
Kijin was trying to project here.
Create a deterrent force to
That's not
rival
for me
those
to
of the
say.
US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help.
It's up to interpretation.
I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgin couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I could.
Both the boss and Eva. Yeah.
She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy. And to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it.
Promises
Just
are
want you to
important.
know.
More important than moral principles, apparently.
Have to live. Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
Hey. Still there. Just hanging out in the background. Nah, you're not getting a handshake, mate. You can swivel on it.
You know, we could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. Then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal.
She was a damn hero.
And no one will ever understand her.
Heroine.
That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth.
Oh yeah. Gotta salute.
She wanted to live on.
This is the right time to salute.
In your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman.
That said Solidar, I think.
But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
I'm not crying. Big Boss is crying. I'll just look at something else, that's fine. Sigint joins ARPA. Yeah. Sigint becomes the DARPA chief. Which, I mean, it doesn't really end very well for him. Les enfants terribles. This song's a banger.
Son, you've got a way to fall. They'll tell you where to go, but they won't know. Son, you'd better take it all. They'll tell you what they know, but they won't show. Oh, I've got something in my throat. I need to be alone while I suffer. Son, you've got a way to kill. They're picking on you still, but they don't know. Son, you'd better wait to shine. They'll tell you what is yours,
Probably your favourite Metal Gear game so far? Yeah, it's unquestionably a very strong entry. I don't think you'll find a single Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear fan that won't be praising this game very highly. I think it's definitely the Metal Gear game that stands on its own the best, because it's chronologically first in the timeline, so no matter where you're coming from with Metal Gear, you'll probably be able to enjoy this one. And a lot of the other games are, you know, very rooted in the lore and a little bit harder to grasp. I want to eat some calorie, mate. Otacon is a registered trademark of Otacorp, Baltimore. Good one, Otacorp. This game put Otacorp on the map. They're not allowed to use this music anymore because it was deemed too similar to this other, like, Russian composer's work or something. Which is a shame because I love this. Like, this is the iconic Metal Gear theme tune. If they ever do use this in like future Metal Gear games, it's always like a heavily rearranged version, which doesn't sound as good.
I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me.
What a twist.
The boss has accomplished her mission.
Yeah.
The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived.
Gets twistier.
The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something.
Ironically,
from
in
Grandma
Britain,
that
it's
you
the
might find
Sorcerer's
interesting.
Legacy.
It's a revolutionary.
I already made the
nuclear
Sorcerer's
attack
Legacy
system.
joke.
Perhaps it might just come in handy someday.
That would be funny though.
Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss.
No, I know you weren't here. You couldn't have known.
The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
The triple cross. Yeah, he's a sneaky guy. Oh, I got a bat. Alright guys, as I finished early today, I'll come back in a minute and I'll do some Metal Gear Solid 5. So I'll see you in a little bit. BRB. Bats are kitties in the sky. Not sure about that. Okay, see you in a bit.